Captain's StarLog, December 30th, 2016. Welcome, guys. This is kind of a live on Facebook chat Captain's StarLog thing. So welcome. I'm just going to try to wish you guys a happy New Year's. Have a safe one. And just kind of chat with you about a few things that I got for Christmas. Some really cool stuff. First off, I got an excellent Christmas card from my good buddy Noel, who also sent these along with it. And there's Noel himself on the bridge. So, hey Brian. And I got an excellent card as well from, that's Stephen Cockings, that's Samuel's dad from the UK. So that was awesome. And yeah, looking forward to hearing what you guys got for Christmas and things like that. There was some really great stuff that I got that I just kind of want to share with you guys. First of all, this from Think Geek, the Elcars Light. It's got the TOS one in there right now. It does a bunch of different colors as well, plus it does cycling through the colors. And it comes with also with the TNG one. So this was like one of the things I really wanted. And Sylvia, my beautiful, wonderful wife, got it for me. So it was pretty awesome. I also got this, a little Star Trek Original Topps Trading Card Series book. And it's got like the old bubblegum wrapper kind of jacket on it. And in the back, it's actually a pack of the cards. So if we look through this, get the dust jacket off of it. So there's the packaging, but it's got all the old cards in it, which is just great. I mean, I love this old stuff. I've got a bunch of card sets, but I don't have this one. This was one of the original ones. So this was really cool to get this book and add it to the collection. So that's pretty fantastic. Seen a lot of people, some people got nothing for Christmas. The Okuda's Star Trek Encyclopedia. Nothing Trek related for Christmas, but what was it at home? I was able to dig out some old computer games. That's cool. So yeah, guys, I'm going to release this video as part of, for the 30th, for my Friday Captain's Log. Should have brought a drink downstairs. That would alleviate the cough. Happy New Year's, Gene. Samuel Cockings is here. Welcome, Commander. Yeah, I'm just doing a thing for the 30th. This is going to go, I'm going to release this on the 30th. You guys are participating now, but I'm not going to release it on Facebook when I'm done. I'm just going to upload it for the 30th. So, yeah, so I got a bunch of that cool stuff. One thing I did get, which isn't actually for me, it's for Samuel's dad. That is the TNG communicator, Bluetooth. Haven't opened it. I got to send it off to him in the UK. He ordered it from Think Geek, and it got shipped here because they don't ship to the UK apparently. So I'm going to send this off to him. This is great. I actually ordered one for Sylvia, but now they're saying they're shipping February 27th. So thank you, Samuel. So yeah, this is fantastic. I haven't actually tried it out, but I think from the reviews I've seen, it works fairly decently. It's got a few problems, and the front is a button. It's not really a touch sensitive thing, which is kind of odd. But if you guys, any of you got this and have tried it out, let me know how it works. The one review I saw said it doesn't work the best, and there's a lot of little problems with it. I think they could have designed it better, but I think it would have cost a lot more. It's $80 right now. Like I said, I got one on order for Sylvia. When I do get it, I'm going to try it out and see how it works. But this one is being shipped off to the UK to Stephen Cockings, Samuel's dad. You were meant to read that out loud and respond properly. Or send it again. What you said, I love you, and that's just from me, though. I got 2 ferrets for my kids as well, says Jean. Isn't it? Well, the ferrets are Reese's and Maddie. Cool. So yeah, there's that. I really want to open it, but I'm not going to open it because it's not mine. See, it's still got the original seals on it. Josh is here. Welcome, Josh. Welcome, Jack. So yeah, I've already gone over a few things I got. This is something I got for Sylvia. This is, well, it's a globe, but it's solar powered and uses magnets. This one is Jupiter, as you can see, and it rotates, which is simply fantastic. They had a bunch of these. They had Mars was one of the most interesting ones. They have all the planets of the solar system. I would like to get a Saturn. They didn't have any Saturns, but it's really neat the way it rotates just using solar power. So this is something I got for Sylvia. It's fantastic. They had a bunch of globes as well, even old-fashioned, old-timey globes, which I really considered getting, but I thought Jupiter was very cool, and it's cool to see Jupiter spin. All the other ones are kind of boring. Venus and Mercury and things weren't that exciting to watch spin. The globes were very cool, but I think doing Jupiter is probably the best one. I would like a Saturn though. I think it'd be cool, but I want to go back and get an old-fashioned globe and maybe just a regular one of the Earth as well. So another thing I got, which I get every year from my wife, is the Star Trek Ships of the Line calendar. Now this one I haven't actually looked through yet, so I'm going to look through it with you guys right now and see what we got. So let's take a peek. Here's the first one. It's the Galileo shuttlecraft getting ready to depart for its mission in the Galileo 7. Got the green nebula outside. So simply stunning artwork in this. I get these every year. I've got a backlog of them. All the old ones are in the other room. And I just love the artwork in them. So thank you to Doug Drexler and all the artists involved. There's the Botany Bay being launched, which is cool to see its launch system that it had. Next up, we've got the Enterprise, the Botany Bay, and a shuttlecraft orbiting a planet, which never actually really happened, but that's okay. It's a cool picture nonetheless. I love that this one, since it's the 50th anniversary of Star Trek, is very TOS heavy. Here's another great one. This is San Francisco, but you got the original Matt Jeffries shuttle design that they didn't actually build for the show, just because it would have been too expensive to build that kind of design. So they went with the more simple one that AMT created the model kit for, which is more boxy, which is over here, which is the standard Type F. But this one would have been cool to see on screen at some point. And that's, like I said, Matt Jeffries' original design. Next is K7. We got K7 and the Enterprise and the Klingons orbiting. It's another great shot for sure. Should have had like the Defiant in the background, just for a second. Oh, there's Nomad attacking the Enterprise. Ridding it of imperfections. Oh, this is amazing. This is the centerfold. It's also the cover of the calendar. A lot of great ships. Again, Doug Drexler does a fantastic job with these. Got a bunch of cool ships like the new Leif Erikson, which was designed by Gabe Cornair. Just some fantastic stuff on here. So much to look at in these. I just simply love them. This is a cool one. This is one of my favorites. Corbomite maneuver. the first Federation ship, Balak ship. Huge compared to the Enterprise. Can't wait to do a Trekyards on that one, for sure. Hey Steven, how's it going? Hey Peter. Oh, this one's beautiful. Great shot of the TOS Enterprise and some Klingon ships alongside. Tholian Web. Love the Tholian ships. And Balance of Terror. We got TOS Bird of Prey, Romulan Bird of Prey going up against the TOS Enterprise. This is a fantastic one, this one. Really enjoying that. There's a starbase here on the asteroid getting destroyed. Duel of the Flagships, it's called. This is from the Ultimate Computer. This is the Enterprise killing some other Constitution class ships. It would have been simply fantastic to see other ships of the fleet in Ultimate Computer when they remastered it instead of just Constitution class ships. I would have loved to have seen some dreadnoughts and some scouts and things get taken out, but there's Tomorrow Was Yesterday. Got the jet cockpit and the UFO. And that's it. That's all. 12 already. Wow. So there's a recap of them all there. Now, I always go through and see what my birth month is. So, my birth month is May. So that's Trouble with Tribbles, K7. So, love this. Every year I get one. It's fantastic. And again, I thank you to Doug Drexler and all the artists that participate in that. So yeah, I'm interested in hearing what you guys got for Christmas in the comments below and things like that. I would love to, know that you had a good Christmas and a safe New Year for sure. And share your Star Trek goodies. Anything you got for Christmas would be great. I got a bunch of other stuff too, but most of it's not Trek related. So I got this, which is a little R2D2 Bluetooth speaker for making conference calls and stuff from ThinkGeek. And I would turn it on, but it's paired with my phone, which I'm recording with. So I'm afraid that the Bluetooth is going to connect and screw up the live chat here. So I'm not going to do that. But this is pretty cool. I also, if you guys know me, you know that I love droids. So I got a bunch of droids for Christmas. Got this one. This was a box set. And this one here is R2A3. The astromech droid who assisted Rebel Alliance pilot Wedge Antilles during the Battle of Yavin, R2A3, and Antilles were forced to retreat after damage was dealt to their X-Wing's engine. So I got him. I also got this guy, which is R5K6. R5K6 was the astromech droid alongside Garvin Dreis, the leader of the Red Squadron during the Battle of Yavin. RK-K6 and Dres were shot down while attempting to destroy the Death Star. So this guy is a little hero, this one. And I also got this guy, which I've got all his little gizmos in and things popping out. It must be cold in here because, just saying. And this one is R2F2. Was an astromech droid for Biggs Darklighter, a Rebel Alliance starfighter pilot. Both R2-F2 and Darklighter perished in the assault on the Death Star. So, another hero of the rebellion right there. So I got a bunch of droids on my desk. I've got a bunch of new stuff. A lot of stuff still in the other room that I got. It's all stacked up. I inboxed you, Stuart. Did you get it? Yes, you said... I forget what you said. Remind me. But yes, I did get it, Peter. A few other things I got. I got this huge Darth Vader Pez dispenser. You will eat candy out of my neck. there you have it, guys. A brief look over of some of the Christmas stuff I got. And like I said, I'm interested and looking forward to seeing what you guys got, because yeah, I really want you to share that. So put that in the comments below. I do have more stuff, but nothing really consequential. So, you know, nothing that you guys would really get a kick out of, I don't think. So I haven't brought it in from the other rooms. So, yeah. As far as Star Trek Online goes, I hopped on and played a little bit the last few days. And it told me that I needed to update my DirectX drivers from DirectX 9 to DirectX 11, because as of March they're not supporting DirectX 9. I did that, but then I couldn't get past the loading screen. It would freeze on the Agents of Yesterday loading screen. So I googled the problem. Everybody's having this issue, so it's a real pain in the ass. But all I did was went back and changed the settings back to DirectX 9, and it's working again. So I've been playing Star Trek Online a little bit on my off time for the holidays. So if you see me in game, feel free to like message me, and yeah, that would be very cool. I was mugged the other day. Oh no, Peter, that's awful. Joel, that's a recurring problem with the graphics cards. Well, it's a pain in the ass is what it is. It's not a recurring problem. It's a major pain in the ass. But, so yeah, I'm mesmerized by this globe. And they're so cool. I gotta get more. I really do. Some of the, like I said, some of the old-fashioned globes would be really wicked to get. I consider getting one for Sylvia, but I know she likes planets and things. She likes Saturn the best, but they didn't have Saturn. I'm sure there would be a way to put the rings on there. But Jupiter's got the most going on as far as swirly effects and things, so it's the most interesting one to have sitting and rotating. So yeah, anyway, that's pretty much all I had to talk to you guys about. I'm interested in answering some of your questions or whatever now. That message on my character screen has been up since updating the graphics. That's pretty cool. Thank you, Joe. So, yeah, it was a pretty good Christmas for me. Very busy, though. I didn't even get a chance to say Merry Christmas to Samuel on Christmas Day. And I actually haven't talked to him on Skype since before Christmas, which is odd because we always talk Christmas Day, but this year was just so hectic. By the time I got back, it was already very late for him. So Peter says they got his phone, some change, and that's it. I'm not sure how they feel as he got in a few good shots with his cane. Well, good. I can't believe people do that. You know, mugging somebody is just, it's rude. But anyway, so yeah, guys, looking forward to hearing how your Christmas went, all the goodies you got. I love sharing that kind of stuff. So this will be in the background of most of the videos now, like I said, and it does change color. But the blue is the one that shows up best on screen. Red kind of green, a lighter red, a lighter blue, yellow, and white. And then it's got the mode where it cycles through all the colors here, which actually works pretty well on screen, but I think I'll just keep it with the blue for now. So I just want to say thank you for mentioning again in your last Captain's Log. No problem, Stephen. This video will be going up on the 30th, and which means that the day after is Stephen's birthday. So everybody wish Stephen a happy birthday for New Year's Eve. Like I said, he shares a birthday with my wife, so we are going to be going out and having some fun on New Year's Eve. So yeah. Todd says big plans for New Year's Eve. Well, like I said, it's my wife's birthday, so we usually go to Tony Roma's, which is a steakhouse here in town. They have fantastic suppers. And then I think we're going to, one of her friends from work is throwing a bit of a New Year's Eve party. We're going to go hang out at that for a bit and then come home. And who knows what the night will entail after that. So, yeah. Hopefully you guys aren't too bored by this. I just don't know what to talk about. I'm taking my Christmas tree down. I've got most of the ornaments off of it. And that's just the Trekyards tree. The one upstairs I haven't touched yet. But it's just getting the house back in order after Christmas is a real major pain in the ass. Because it's messy from all the gifts and things. And so I really hate setting up and taking down for Christmas. But it's a thing that has to happen. So that's just the way it is. So I'm also debating whether to keep my tree up past New Year's Eve or not this year. Usually I have it down before New Year's Eve, but then we might have people coming over later on New Year's Eve after we attend the party. I don't think we're going to stay till midnight or anything, but we might have friends coming over. So I don't know if I want to take the tree down. I think I might keep it up. It's just one of those things. Which bird of prey is cloaking? What are you? Oh, on this. Haha, gotcha. Got your tree down yet, Stuart? No, not yet. And I'm glad you guys could join the chat. I do it at the worst times. People are at work, and I really should wait until people are home from work. But I got a few dedicated people that are always trying to join me on here, so I appreciate that. And hopefully, Samuel, you're having a great New Year's and had a great Christmas as well. I need to talk to you soon so that we can get some filming done. We got some great stuff coming up. Some great scripts written and some great ideas for some fleet yards and things, which you guys hopefully will enjoy. I'm glad you guys are liking the fleet yards. One of the comments on the last one, because we did Hawk Ship from Buck Rogers in the 25th century, one of the comments was, since you guys have done the Phoenix and the Phoenix from Battle of the Planets and Hawk Ship from Buck Rogers, I've earned a lot more respect for you guys. I really appreciate everything you guys do, and that was fantastic to hear, because I know Samuel was kind of concerned about some of those ships that I pick might not be fan favorites, but trust me, they are. I do have quite a few great ships lined up for fleet yards, which will make for some interesting viewing. Now, I apologize to a lot of people too for our mission briefings, how sometimes we don't appear like we know a lot. And to be honest, I watched these shows when I was a kid. I haven't really gone back and revisited some of them. I just know what I like, and I like some very cool ship designs. So for us to not know all the information, I do apologize for that, but full episodes of those ships will be fully detailed, as much as we can get anyway. A lot of the ships don't have a lot of information, but to do a full episode on some of them will be pretty fun. It might not be as long as most of the ships we're doing. We have one coming up from Stargate. I might as well tell you guys, because you do know, the Prometheus, which is a 10-page script. It'll probably be a two-parter at least, maybe a three-parter. I'm hoping not. I'm sure Samuel's kind of hoping not as well. Thank you for doing Babylon 5 ships, no problem. I'll have a look on YouTube for Buck Rogers, and I'll post it to the Fleet Yards group. So yeah, we had other ships from Buck Rogers coming up. Some great anime stuff, perhaps. You know, maybe even some ships from Transformers, which have been requested, but were already done, but well before they were requested. So, but anyway, guys, we need you to help out with that, though. If you want to see full Trekyards episodes on these great ships, yes, Thunderbirds would count. Thunderbirds 3 would count for sure. I want to do the Thunderbird ships, so that'd be kind of neat too. Anyway, we want outtakes, Stuart. Tell Samuel. I would love to see an outtakes reel. We've got a lot of great bloopers. We've been talking about doing a blooper reel for a long time, but he's the one that has to go through all the footage and edit it, and it's a real pain in the ass. So if you want to see blooper reels, talk to Samuel, because we've already discussed it, and we want to do it. I want him to do it, but he's very busy and doesn't really have the time for that kind of thing. So, but anyway, as I was saying, go over to Patreon and type in Trekyards and support us, because if you do that, then we can pump out these Fleet Yards episodes. We could probably do one full Fleet Yards episode a month, and then keep the regular weekly mission briefing going as well. But with all the Trekyards work that we do, more than one full Fleet Yards episode a month would kind of be unrealistic. So I think that'll be kind of a monthly show once we hit all of our Patreon goals. And I know what you're thinking, you know, why do you need Patreon? Well, it's because it takes away from our free time. Samuel does this full time. He works for Trekyards full time, animations, editing, creative stuff. I do this more than part-time, probably. My job's very flexible with how I work and the hours I choose, and even the jobs I choose. So I've been putting a lot more time and effort into Trekyards and Fleet Yards because the money we get from Patreon and the money we get from YouTube does help out with the bills and stuff. So if we can get those numbers up, we can spend a lot more time on it for sure. I'm the one that does the research, writes the scripts, comes up with some of the ideas. Samuel does a lot of the work, putting the episodes together, doing animations, things like that. We have a few other people kind of helping us as far as doing LCARs or computer graphics and stuff, especially for Fleet Yards. Ferd Linton over in New Zealand does a great job with some of those computer displays, and I hope you guys are enjoying the computer displays that we have for Fleet Yards mission briefings, because we're trying to make them specific to each ship or each universe or sci-fi franchise that we're talking about, but a lot of them don't have a lot of reference material for that kind of stuff, especially a lot of the ones that I pick, which are more generic, I guess. So there's a very generic computer display that we use for that kind of stuff, and hopefully you guys have been enjoying that. We're trying to mix it up and make it interesting for you guys to watch and have something cool to look at. So we are trying, and like I said, once the Patreon gets up to good numbers every month and we can spend a lot more time on it, I think you're going to see a huge improvement and a great a lot more effort being put in for the Fleet Yards and things. So it's definitely something that you should consider. Even if you just want to go to Trekyards.com and click the donate button, if you just want to do a one-time donation instead of a monthly thing, that'll also help out greatly. I don't want to always feel like we're asking for money. That's not the case. We really enjoy what we do, but it is hard work and it is a lot of work. And like I said, Samuel does this full time, so he has to make a living off of this kind of stuff, and it just doesn't always work out, without the funds. So that's where it sits. Joe says, hold on, I thought the outtakes was going to happen. Is it in motion yet? The outtakes have been in motion since day one. Like I said, talk to Samuel about that. He's got to collect a bunch of clips from our various recordings while he's editing them, maybe, and edit them together. I would love to see one, personally. I would love to see one of our outtake reels, because we've had such incredibly ridiculous outtakes. I was going to say it's not even funny, but it will be funny. Gene would love to donate. I'm still unemployed, though. Oh, sorry to hear that, man. No rush. I mean, I understand that not everybody can donate. The content is out there for free to watch. So the people that do donate, we really appreciate that, because you don't have to, per se, but it really helps us out. So, and don't worry about it, Gene. I mean, when you get a good paying job, if you want to shoot us $5 a month, I mean, something like that, is whatever. If you don't want to ever help us out, that's fine too. You took us to In-N-Out Burger, for Christ's sake, so it was awesome. So, yeah. Other than that, we are considering doing a little bit of a rebranding of the channel, as I mentioned earlier, for the new year. I'm not sure when that's going to happen exactly. It might not be in January, but I hope it will be in the first quarter of the year. Lots of great new content coming out as far as Discovery stuff, hopefully. So we'll have a lot of new updates and breaking news videos and things like that. I'll send you guys In-N-Out via FedEx. Ew, no, don't do that. Don't ever do that, no. So stay tuned for the rebranding, new Trekyards logo, a few things like that. Trying to update the show. It's been 2 years, and I think it's time for a rebranding, considering we just hit Star Trek's 50th. So any hits on upcoming videos on Trekyards? Yes, maybe. Don't know how to hint it without coming out and saying it. We have some great episodes filmed, some fantastic content that's actually been filmed for a while, but we're still waiting for one or two models and or animations and things for those episodes. One is very important to me, and it's going to be a really good one that you guys are really going to enjoy. I might as well say it. It's okay. It's on saucer separation. It will be coming, talking about saucer separation on Federation ships, including the TOS Enterprise, the refit, and as well as some other alien races and things that you might not have known have some kind of separation capabilities. And it's going to be more than just a look at the Galaxy class's separation sequence, because we've all seen that multiple times. It's kind of old news. So let's look at some new stuff. So that'll be coming out sometime, hopefully very soon. But again, it's on the editing end, on the back end of it, where Samuel's doing all the work. He's got to wait for certain assets and things from people and make sure all the ducks are in a row so you guys get the best quality show that we can give you guys, and not just kind of cheap out and have just pictures from Google kind of thing. We want to really make the show fantastic. For the saucer separation episode, I really put a lot of heart and soul into that script, and I actually created some of the photos for it. Now, they're not fantastic photos. I'm not great at Photoshop or anything, but I did a few that I think you guys will really enjoy in the episodes. So, I'm not saying anything about what races we're going to talk about, but yeah, there are some interesting ones that do have separation capabilities that you guys might not be aware of if you haven't played Starfleet Battles or things like that. So, can Doug do a saucer sep for the NX Enterprise? Well, that's kind of discussed in the episode. I don't think Doug has the time to actually do an animation or anything for it. Even if it does do it, we're not even really 100% sure. We've speculated with Doug about that as far as what kind of separation capabilities the NX 01 might have, and it might have some, as far as he's concerned anyway. So, oh, well, your smirk tells me yes. My wife calls it the Kirk smirk, and I do it a lot. So, oh my god, my ship's going to blow up. Oh, thank god, that was averted. Anyway. What was I saying? I don't even know. Oh, expect a lot of new great content from John Eves, Doug Drexler. We got a bunch of stuff filmed with those guys. If you like the Enterprise J, there might be something coming up soon as well. I don't know. Don't ask me. I just work here. You know what I'm saying? But anyway. So yeah, there's some fun stuff coming up that I think you guys are really going to get a kick out of and actually learn quite a few things. If you're not hardcore into old games or whatever, you might learn a few little interesting tidbits. Plans for a Bradbury class video. Not specifically. We do have a list of ships we need to do, and I do want to get to all of the ships eventually. And a lot of people say we're going to run out of ships. Well, we're not, because we've been doing this for 2 years, and we still have a huge list, and people are always suggesting new ones. And a lot of the time, people suggest ones that we've already filmed or that we already have on our to-do lists. So it's fun to hear what you guys want to see and try to provide that for you guys. So yeah. Like I said too about this video, it will be up on the 30th, the Friday, in place of the captain's log. This is kind of a captain's log in a way. So I love interacting with you guys, and this is kind of fun. So I won't be posting this live on Facebook when I'm done here. I will just upload it to my phone and then edit it and flip everything, because it's all mirrored on your end, I'm sure, which is not cool. So I'll flip it and make sure it's all good so that you guys can see it in all of its true glory and not mirrored, because that's just awful. Is the Apollo on your to-do list? I'm not answering any questions about what's on the to-do list. There's stuff coming that you guys will really appreciate. Hey, Chris is here, the Trek Collector. How's it going, Chris? Hello, Captain. Welcome. Just showing off some of the goodies I got for Christmas and things, and looking forward to hearing what you guys got. So, yeah. Might as well talk a little bit about Rogue One too. I saw Rogue One. I need to see it again, but I was blown away by it. I thought it was a little slow at the beginning. Not a huge amount of character development, but I can't really complain about that. They don't have a lot of time to set things up. The last half of the movie was fucking fantastic. It was just blockbuster awesome, especially in 3D. If I were to design a Trekyards logo and send it in, would it be any kind of legal trouble? No. You can send us any logos you guys design. We'd love to share that kind of stuff. We might do another contest as well for that kind of stuff. But yeah, Rogue One was fantastic. I love that they used some of the unused footage from Star Wars of the X-Wing pilots and stuff. I'm not giving anything away or spoilers for people. But the ending was cool. It was a great scene with a certain villain that we all know and love. I do have a few problems with that, though. And spoiler alert right now. Spoiler alert. If you don't want to hear any spoilers, I would suggest turning off the computer right now. Hello, Tobias. Tobias Richter's here, everyone. Hope you have a great 2017 as well, and a happy, safe New Year's Eve. But, yeah. What was I saying? Oh, the ending. Okay, so spoiler alert, spoiler alert. Bleep, bleep, bleep. If you haven't seen Rogue One and you don't want to get any spoilers for the end, I'd tune out now. Bye. Love you guys. But at the end, I think... wait, spoilers. Well, if you haven't seen it, it's not going to really ruin anything for you, I don't think, but... I'm watching Rogue One tomorrow. Well, you might not want to listen then. You might just want to tune out right now. I'm going to wrap it up soon anyway, Peter. But so at the end, where somebody's doing their thing, I think when the ship launched, there should have been some kind of hesitation on the ship's part. As I'll tell you, Peter. I don't know how I'll tell you, but I'll tell you. Did you go watch the beginning of New Hope after seeing Rogue One? No, I didn't. I wanted to, because it happened supposedly like 14 minutes or something after the end of Rogue One, and I got to talk about the ending. I just have to, and if it's spoilers for people, I really apologize. But anyway, Vader at the end should have done his force grab, and the Tantive 5 or 4 or 5, whatever the number is, the ship should have paused and maybe moved back a bit and then jumped to hyperspace. I think that would have been wicked cool. Okay, I'll wave my hands when you can turn up the volume for the end of the spoilers. How's that? So that would have been cool. There's a lot of things that don't really make a lot of sense when you watch Star Wars A New Hope again. Vader says, several transmissions were beamed to this ship by rebel spies. I want to know what happened to the plans they sent you. Nothing was beamed to that ship. It was beamed to another ship, and then a hard copy of it was passed from soldier to soldier to get on the ship. So that line makes no sense. And then for Princess Leia to say, we're on a diplomatic mission to Alderaan, doesn't make sense, because they just left a huge space battle above a planet. So there's a few things that don't really make sense or tie in for me that are a little bit off-putting. It's not a huge deal, but it doesn't make sense. So yeah, Joel, I agree. Fleet yards on the U-wing and the cargo shuttles that appeared would be cool. Well, eventually, yeah. I mean, there's new ships now coming with Rogue One, all the new Star Wars ships, things like that. But like I said, at the end, and we tie the end in with A New Hope, they didn't really do a seamless job. There's a few lines of dialogue in A New Hope which really are, like I just said, don't make a lot of sense. And how Princess Leia plays so innocent and whatever, it just doesn't make sense. You just left this huge space battle where you were being pursued by Star Destroyers. So to say you're on a diplomatic mission when you were just involved in an incident which was like a huge spy initiative thing going on a planet, it doesn't make any sense. Hoping to see if the novel is... I'd love to see the novel clear up some of those holes, absolutely. Star Wars, not my cup of tea. Got a blast. Well, that's fine. I mean, if I like it all. I like all sci-fi. Star Wars and Star Trek are two of my favorites. So, okay, so spoilers over then. Come back, people that missed the spoilers. There you go. So spoilers are over for Rogue One. I don't know if I want to do a review of the movie until it comes out on Blu-ray. I did a review for The Force Awakens, and it kind of met with mixed comments and reactions from you guys, because I say what I think, and a lot of people don't like my opinion, so it gets a little off-putting at times to hear some of the negativity around that kind of stuff. So I'm trying to decide whether I want to actually, because it wasn't a great movie. A lot of people say it was the best Star Wars movie ever. It's not. It's definitely my top 3. I would say it's probably Star Wars Episode 4, then Empire Strikes Back, then Rogue One, as far as my favorite Star Wars movies go. But it's not the best Star Wars movie of all time. There's too many problems with it, especially with the rewrites and the disjointed sometimes scenes that go together, and all the missing scenes from the trailers and things. I want to see that. I want to see how it originally was written, how it originally ended. I want to see that. Those had better be on the DVD or the Blu-ray, or I'm gonna rip somebody's arms off, just like a Wookiee. I need to see that. Yeah. So the scene with the TIE fighter where it comes up and she's going out to the end of the platform, apparently that was made specifically for the trailer. The trailer company special effected in the TIE fighter, and then ILM saw it, liked the footage, and went in and ILM made it look more realistic. So that scene was specifically made for the trailer, from what I hear, which drives me freaking insane. That would have been so much better than what we actually saw on screen. So yeah. Welcome back, Peter. So there's a lot of things about it that I don't know if I want to do a review on it, because it's not the best movie. It's not a fantastic, great, best ever Star Wars movie that a lot of people are saying it is. It just isn't. It's got a lot of problems. It's very slow starting, disjointed because of the rewrites and things, and the character development is shit. I didn't care about any of them. I didn't care about any of the characters. Who gives a flying fuck if they die or not? I don't, because I don't care. I don't know who they are. I'm not invested in them. And I know it's a lot. You only have an hour or 2 hours to get to know them, introduce them, and all this. I don't even know their names. Jyn Erso is the one I know. Other than that, I don't know any of their names. The blind guy, I am one with the Force, the Force is with me, him. I really enjoyed his character. I want to learn more about him and his buddy, but I still don't know his name, because I wasn't that invested. The droid, K2SO, was fantastic. He's my new favorite character as far as droids go. And don't get me wrong, I still love my astromech droids. I got them everywhere. There's one here. So astromech droids are where it's at, but K2SO is fantastic. I got to know. I know his name. I like his attitude. I like his character. He's awesome. His character development was very good. Everyone else sucked. But anyway, I'm going to call that a wrap for today. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hope you have a great New Year's. Like I said, I'm going to be busy for the next few days again. So hopefully next week I'll have a captain's log. If not, it'll be the week after. So stay tuned for that. But thank you guys for tuning in. Hope you're enjoying all the content, even over the holiday season. We got some great stuff for you guys lined up. So yeah. Anyways, I will talk to you all next time. So until then, guys, live long and prosper. See you later. May the Force be with you, and may you be one with the Force. And rest in peace, Carrie Fisher and Debbie Reynolds. That's sad, sad state of affairs. But it is what it is, and they are one with the Force now, and they're together. So don't look at it too negatively. There is good out of all this kind of stuff. So anyway, guys, until next time, thank you for tuning in. This is Captain Foley signing off. Bye, everybody.